There's jellyfish and Portuguese man of war and sharks. So this is not a swimming beach. Don't do it. Don't do it. Good morning, happy travelers. Greetings from Hawaii. We are on the Big Island and we're so happy to be here. Today we are going to get off the resort grounds. We're gonna go on a little road trip adventure to the northern side of the Big Island. The Kona side of the Big Island is pretty much all volcanic rock, so it's very barren. We're going to go to the other areas where it's a little bit more lush. All right, so we're actually running a little bit behind schedule, so I think we're going to walk the 2 miles to get to our car to leave the resort. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
Kind of rounded the northern peninsula. The landscape has completely changed. It is now very green, very tropical. If you're ever on the Big Island, I know everyone goes south towards Volcanoes National Park, but I would highly recommend going north because there's a couple really cute places up here. Okay, we made it to our first destination of the day, which is the Pololu Valley Lookout. It is getting really cliff-like and dramatic, and we're gonna do hopefully this hike down to the bottom. It looks pretty sketchy though, so we'll see. I'll report back once we've done it. We made it down to Pololu Valley, the valley floor. Kind of almost looks like there should be a campground down here. There's like pine trees.
Yeah, it's really a lot different than I thought it was gonna be. There's no palm trees or anything. It's just a really beautiful valley down here, so it would be a great spot for a campsite.
The hike was definitely steep. It's gonna suck going back up because it's hot,
yeah,
but
it wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad.
And it probably only took us 15 minutes to get down.
Just wear good shoes. It wasn't that bad. The internet makes it sound a lot worse. In terms of like falling or slipping or it being dangerous, no, it's not.
So now we're gonna go walk out to the beach and hopefully get some really cool black sand beach shots.
This is not a swimming beach, just so you know. There's jellyfish and Portuguese man of war and sharks and riptides and currents and stuff, so this is not a swimming beach. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah, there's a little river here. I suppose you could pop into that if you wanted to.
Lots of rope swings around too.
Yeah.
It's just kind of fun. The sea is very turbulent, the sand is very black, and there's actually more people here than I anticipated, so maybe if you want to come early, like a dozen other people, so it's not that bad, but it's very beautiful. definitely worth the hike. I'm so happy we came. There were a few other people, but they kind of came and went, and we've mostly had it to ourselves. The sand is very black and the water is very nice. Just went in like up to my knees or so. We spent longer here than I thought we were going to because the photos were just fantastic, and I really think we got some good Instagram photos, so you'll want to go follow me at the Awkward Tourist to check those out. But now we have to start the hike back up, and I am not looking forward to it, but our lunch is up there, so that's motivation.
It's definitely a little harder on the way up. A little sweatier too. That was pretty tough. That was a very hot and sweaty hike, but totally worth it.
Coming back, it was all the way uphill, but it's only like 0.4 miles, so it's not really that far. Like, I sweat all my makeup off, so that's cool.
Yeah, and there's black sand everywhere. I even got some on my neck. I don't know how that happened.
Yeah, I'm gonna be finding black sand for weeks. We have to go back in the direction that we came from just because this is a dead-end road. But we don't have a ton of time before our special excursion tonight.
We have stopped here in the town of Hawi. We're gonna try to get some coffee and explore this little town a little bit. This is one of those towns that Kelly really liked on our drive through, so we decided we would spend a little more time on our way back.
This is the best thing I've ever tasted.
Is it good?
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, good. I'm glad. If you guys have never done this and you like coffee and ice cream, you gotta give this a try.
What's it called?
It's called an affogato, but most of the time I just say vanilla ice cream with espresso on the side because nobody knows what an affogato is.
All right.
So good.
Today was a good day. Normally on these days we would be going until we literally dropped. It's nice, we're taking it a little easier.
I think we've learned our lesson a little bit.
Yeah.
Especially with this year, it's been very stressful, so we're making sure we don't overdo it and actually enjoy ourselves. Ooh.
Okay, bye. That's about as much as I can get from a cat, I guess. You get to see the moment that I saw the cat. It's gonna be funny. After we finished our coffee, we walked into a couple gift shops. There's really not much to the main street here, but it's super cute. So now I think we're gonna head back to the resort.
We have made our way back to the room.
We have about an hour before we have to leave for our next activity. We are going snorkeling at night with the manta rays.
Yep, night snorkeling. Apparently they have this big light that attracts all the manta rays.
And you can either dive with them if you're scuba certified, or you can snorkel, and we are choosing to snorkel tonight. Okay, we just arrived here at the Puaku boat ramp. It's pretty casual, I guess. We parked, and this right here is our boat. It kind of looks like Zodiac style. It's nothing big, nothing fancy, so it's gonna be fun, I think. We're gonna see the sunset out there, and then hopefully the manta rays will come out. Now we're about to get on our little skiff, and the company we're going with today is Blue Wilderness. It's actually not out of Kona. It was a lot closer to us, where we're staying in Waikoloa. So that was nice. We didn't have to go all the way in there and deal with the traffic that we dealt with yesterday.
So we've stopped here and docked in about 20-foot deep water. This is the spot where we're gonna put in for the manta rays. Yeah, hopefully we'll have some luck.
Okay, the sun's starting to go down. Darkness is coming. Got a floating surfboard that they attach lights to that attracts the manta rays' food, which attracts the manta rays. So we're all gonna hang on to it and just check them out from above. It's looking like a beautiful sunset. Even if we just sit here and watch the sunset, it's a good night.
Before we get in the water.
Oh my gosh, I'm kind of nervous. I've never snorkeled at night before. I would have no reason to snorkel at night. So the sun has gone down and we're gonna get in the water and wait for the manta rays.
They haven't arrived yet, but I think it's a little easier to get in when it's still light out, and we'll just wait for them there. It's a little less scary than just jumping in when it's dark.
It's true. Now I'm all suited up and I'm gonna get some fins on and my mask.
I think that one's yours over there.
This one?
I think so.
Everything has been really thoroughly sanitized, which is helpful in COVID times.
One thing I don't know if we mentioned also that they took our temperatures as soon as we got there, so that was a nice little precaution. Everyone's been wearing masks up until about just this point, when we're all going to put on our snorkel gear and get in the water, so very safe.
Alrighty. Good?
Yep.
Okay, I'm doing it. The underwater light attracts plankton, which is food for the manta rays. The lights also attracted a few smaller fish. Kelly said that the manta rays, if they're going to come out, will come out when it's like totally dark. So we're kind of just chilling right now, watching the colors in the sky change, and some little fishies under here we're checking out. As it got darker, the light attracted a few more fish, but still no sign of the manta rays.
So we didn't see any manta rays.
Fail.
Yeah.
I mean, we understand that it's nature and it's not like they're trained or anything, but still kind of a bummer. You go out there with expectations and we didn't see any.
They are going to let us go again, which is really cool. So that's something that Blue Wilderness offers. If you don't see anything, then you can come back again and take it another time. It still was really cool. I mean, we both have never been night snorkeling, so to be able to do that was definitely quite an experience.
So we're gonna end this video here and pick it all back up tomorrow with some more adventures. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you made it this far, go ahead and smash that subscribe button and hit the thumbs up to show us that you like this, and we will see you tomorrow. This is Kelly and Kevin from the Awkward Tourists. Peace out.
We are continuing our trip here and on the big island of Hawaii. We are continuing our trip on the Big Island of Hawaii. If you're just joining us, we are still on the Big Island of Hawaii.
Wow, you having trouble?
Yeah. We got a little lizard hanging on right here. I'm gonna see if I can pull over and, oh God!
No, oh no!
These really cool trees kind of look like pine trees, like Kelly said, but a really beautiful. She keeps talking about this nighttime excursion. That sounds kind of dirty, but it's not dirty. We're going on a boat and it's gonna be awesome.
Sucking everything in like a sausage casing. No, okay. Stop filming and come to the water.